More than a dozen persons who initially signed their names in support of the AFC's candidate that is contesting in WIM retracted their names last night, just hours before the deadline for submission of the list. This practice has prevailed in several PPP stronghold areas where persons who initially endorsed the AFC are now seeking to withdraw their names. The AFC says it has evidence that the PPP is threatening and intimidating these individuals into removing their names.
The PPP has put together a machinery that has been aimed at, I use the word hunting down persons that have signed up as nominators for the Alliance for Change, and also our candidates issuing direct threats to them. We have 2 videos, I know for certain, for the West Coast, where persons that have said point blunt that these persons have went to them and they have threatened them that if they do not sign on to a list, they will lose their job. In one instance, we had a guy that was working at the NDC, yes, and they told him if he don't go in and take off his name off the Alliance to Change list, he is going to lose his job. So this PPP is not a case. Correct. This is not a case of persons coming on and signing up with the Alliance for Change and then changing their minds.
But the PPP has contended that these individuals who are asking that their names be removed never consented to backing the party or were tricked into doing so. But this allegation was shot down by the AFC, whose chairman and Public Security Minister Kemraj Ramjatan says the matter of threats will be forwarded to the police. Meanwhile, the AFC is concerned that backers can now have their names removed. AFC's campaign manager David Patterson says this system can be abused by political parties.
I could even ask instigators, which I from the beginning say to Michael, go and sign up the PPP rep list. Soon he finished signing it up, he gonna sign the affidavit saying, I want to withdraw. And you go now, and you're all nice, happy, hunky-dory until 11:15. I bring these 6 affidavits, and you are now bung because the ruling you tell everybody, if a man bring an affidavit, I could withdraw his signature. And I could win an election in the entire NDC and probably the entire country by just doing that.
He was also concerned that in some areas, the names of individuals who back certain parties are published. Patterson says this paves the way for persons to be targeted.
I know we'll look at the list of nominators now of who my neighbors who signed up for the PPP. So I will now obviously look at, and it's human nature to do that. So I will now, by virtue of that, now decide that my neighbor, who I share bread with every day, and he has endorsed the PPP candidates. How you think that interrelation goes anyway? Previously, it was always a question of the right and the privacy of the electoral process, the confidentiality. No one could know who you voted for or who you nominated. But by doing this, so it has opened the whole can of worms.
The AFC also wants changes to the law which bars an individual from supporting more than one candidate for the elections. In the new township of Madia, there are just over 130 registered voters, and each candidate needs at least 50 backers. With 3 parties contesting in Madia, this poses a problem. Patterson noted that similar situations exist in other local government areas. The AFC is urging the Ghana Elections Commission to urgently investigate these matters. The AFC is contesting the local government elections for the first time as an independent party. Davina Samaru, Newsroom.